We are taking R.D. Sharma's solution, class 11, chapter 23, the straight lines. Exercise is 23.5. Find the equation of the straight lines passing through the following pair of points. So we have 6 parts here, 6 parts. And in every part, we have to use this formula which I am writing. Y minus y1 equals y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, and then into x minus x1. This we are going to use because x1, y1 is given to us, x2, y2 is also known to us. Every time we are going to do this. This will be x1, y1 in this case, x2, y2 in this case. This is question number 1, part 1. Question number 1, part 1. Then we just put these values and just put value y equals minus x will come. I am just skipping it because there are plenty more questions which have more effort which we are going to put. They are going to come just now. For example, this question. Here we have x1, y1 as ab, x2, y2 as a plus c sin alpha and b plus c cos alpha. x1, y1 is given, x2, y2 is given. We will use the formula. Let me do it. Y minus y1. What is y1? It's b equals x minus x1. What is x1? It's a. x1 is a. So put here. Now y2 minus y1. What is y2? b plus c cos alpha is y2. C cos alpha minus b. And what is this one? x2 minus x1. So a plus c sin alpha. A plus c sin alpha minus a. So bb cancels, a cancels, then you have this c cos alpha, cc cancels, cos alpha by sin alpha will be cot alpha. Y minus b equals cot alpha x minus a. This is going to be the solution. Now x1, y1 here is 0 minus a, x2, y2 is b comma 0. x1, y1, x2, y2 is known. Now let us put in this equation, you will get the result. Here you have x1, y1 is ab, x2, y2 is a plus b and a minus b. So let us put it here. When you put this here, y2 minus y1, that is a minus b minus b. In the numerator it will be minus 2b will come, and the denominator it will be only b, a cancels. That is a minus 2b, and then we have b here. Now multiply this. So by minus b square equals, now multiply this whole. Ax minus a square minus 2bx and plus 2ab. Just rearrange. X you take together. So this is a minus 2bx. This one, these two. And then we have yb is already there. We take it on the right hand side. And then we have this b square minus a square will be there. And then we have 2ab, of course we have. Here at1 by a by t1, this is x1, y1. at2, a by t2, x2, y2. So x1, y1, x2, y2 is known to us. Now put it in the equation. Y minus y1, that is y minus a by t1, equals y2 minus y1. So a by t2 minus a by t1. And then x2 minus x1. One more thing I would like to tell you. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is equivalent to y minus y2 by x1 minus x2. So they are exactly same. If we take minus common from both numerator denominator, it will be cancelled. So in whatever way you want, you can do it. Now coming to our question, this is at2 minus at1, and here we have x minus at1, x minus x1. Now let us take this m. This we will solve first. Take a common, 1 by t2 minus 1 by t1 will come. In the denominator also you take a common, so t2 minus t1 will come. A cancels. And how this is going to be? t1 minus t2 by t2 t1. And in the denominator you have t2 minus t1. Denominator you have t2 minus t1. Now since t1 minus t2, t2 minus t1 is there, we can take minus 1 common from minus common, it will be t2 minus t1. So it will be t2 minus t1, denominator also we have t2 minus t1. This is t2 minus t1. So T2 minus T1 numerator, T2 minus T1 denominator, minus we have taken common. Now you can cancel it. And then we have T1, T2 always is there. So this will be minus 1 by T1, T2. This is your M. Now put it in the original equation. Y minus A by T1 equals minus 1 by T1, T2 and X minus A T1. Now in this type of case, just multiply T1, T2 from to all the members, because all the denominator will get cancelled out. Multiply everything by T1, T2. So y here T1, T2 will come minus A. T1, T2 divided by T1, that is T2 only remain. A T2. Then you have T1, T2. So if you multiply T1, T2, T1, T2 will get cancelled. It will be minus X plus A T1. A T1. Now take X and Y on one side and take AT1, AT2 on other side. So X plus T1, T2, Y will come. On right hand side, A take common, T1, T2 addition will come. Here we have A cos alpha, A sin alpha, X1, Y1. And X2, Y2 is A cos beta and A sin beta. So main thing is your M. So we'll put the values directly. And then we'll use the formula, trigonometric equalities we are going to use, equations we are going to use. So when we put these values, if you see A sin beta minus A sin alpha by A cos beta minus A cos alpha. Now take A common from numerator denominator. So you can just cancel A. So only this without A will remain. Now you multiply this on the, this is cross multiplication you have to do. So cross multiply. So let us multiply. This is Y minus A sin alpha into A cos beta minus A cos alpha. So Y into A cos beta minus cos alpha you can put, and then minus A sin alpha cos beta minus cos alpha will come. That is Y minus A sin alpha is there. So sin alpha, and then we have to multiply it by cos beta minus cos alpha. So cos beta minus cos alpha you have to multiply. A we have already got rid of that, so you can just remove A. So you'll get y cos beta minus, or you can take y common also. You can just multiply y with A cos beta minus cos alpha. This also you can do, or you can multiply inside. Otherwise, you are going to rearrange it. So I'm just showing you how to multiply it, but I'm not actually going with this kind of solution. I'm not going to multiply it. You don't need to multiply it. Why? Because whatever you multiply, if you multiply y with cos beta minus cos alpha, and on the right hand side you have x into sin beta minus sin alpha, we already have the trigonometric ratio for that. So this kind of solution is either you multiply all those and try to rearrange them, and the best method is to find out that where we are getting the trigonometric equation that we can expand. So we have taken y, put it like this, don't worry about that, and cos beta minus cos alpha you multiply. Otherwise this a square all will come, and that will be very difficult to handle them. So previously I cancelled a from numerator denominator, a got cancelled. Then we have sin beta minus sin alpha by a cos beta minus cos alpha. Now I multiplied it. Y with cos beta minus cos alpha will be here, and x on the right hand side, which is x into sin beta minus sin alpha, x into sin beta minus sin alpha. So I am taking this on the left hand side, x and y term on the left hand side. And what else are we going to get? We get a sin alpha cos beta and a sin alpha and cos alpha. And on the right hand side we get a cos alpha sin beta and a cos alpha sin alpha. This multiplication, x and y, take it on the left hand side, and if you see these terms, a sin alpha, a cos sin alpha cos alpha, and a cos alpha sin alpha, they are twice, means they are in negative and positive sign. So you can cancel it, and this a sin alpha cos beta plus a cos alpha sin beta, you can take it on the right hand side. Why? Because the answer we have to try to find out in this way. Cos beta minus cos alpha, we are going to use the formula. So we will use cos x minus cos y formula. So 2 sin alpha plus beta by 2 sin alpha minus beta by 2. Now sin beta minus sin alpha. So we have Sin beta minus alpha by 2 cos alpha plus beta by 2. Now you just see that we have alpha minus beta with a y and beta minus alpha with x. So we have to just see how we rearrange it. Now on the right hand side, if you see, if you take a common, you get sin alpha cos beta minus cos alpha sin beta, which is what? Sin alpha cos beta minus cos alpha sin beta is sin alpha minus beta. It is sin alpha minus beta. Okay. Now this sin alpha minus beta, we have to sin theta, or you can say sin 2 theta. If you take sin theta, what is going to come? 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Sin theta is 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So this sin alpha minus beta can be written as 2 sin alpha minus beta by 2 cos alpha minus beta by 2. Okay. Now the formula on the left hand side was there. Now we'll divide everything by sin alpha minus beta by 2. Everything by sin alpha minus beta by 2. Now you see this is beta minus alpha, so we have to change it, alpha minus beta. So when we change it, the negative sign will come because sin minus theta is minus sin theta. Now divide everything by sin alpha minus beta. Sin alpha minus beta will get cancelled here. So you have 2 will also get cancelled. 2 is common to all of these. So 2 gets cancelled. So you have x cos alpha plus beta by 2. And with y only sin alpha plus beta by 2 will remain because we have cancelled sin alpha minus beta by 2. Here, as I said, only cos alpha plus beta by 2 will remain. On the right hand side, since we have divided again, sin will cancel. Only a cos alpha minus beta by 2 will come. Only this will remain. A cos. So only this is the final result. So you have to know the formula, then only you will be able to do this. Question number 2 is there. Question number 2, first part. Exercise 23.5. Now find the equation to the sides of the triangles, the coordinates of whose angular points are respectively. So we have a triangle. We have to find the equation of the side of the triangle whose 3 vertex or vertices are provided to us. ABC is there, 1, 4. B is 2, -3. And C is -1, -2. The second question is exactly like this. So we are going to do this. -1, -2. Now we have a proper equation. We have AB, AC or BC. We have 2 points. And we know how to find out the equation of a line passing through 2 points. Y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. M is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. M is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Since we have the points for all the lines, 2 points, so let us find out the AB. -3 minus 4 by 2 minus 1. So M will come as -3 minus 4 by 2 minus 1. That is going to be 7 by 1 minus 7 will come. Now the slope we have found out. Same thing we have to find out the slope of BC. So -2 plus 3 and -1 minus 2. Same thing. -1 by 3 will come. Now coming to the third slope also you find, that is 4 minus of -2, 5, 4 plus 2 will come, and 1 minus of -2, that is 1 plus 1 will come. 6 by 2, that is 3, 2 3 is 6. So all the slopes have come. Now we have this x1 y1 you can take for the first line. You can have x1 y1 1 4. Let me just tell you one of the line. Y minus y1 equals m minus 7 x minus x1. So y1 we have put 4 and x1 we have put 1. This is x1, this is y1. So slope we have already found out. So this is -7. Others also you can find out. Same thing you have to do here. We have a triangle. 3 vertex are given, points are given 0, 1. And then we have 2, 0, B. And C is also given, -1, -2. So slope, first slope, then slope of BC and then slope of AC. And slope y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, you have to use the formula. All the slopes have come. Now you can take any point as x1, y1 and use y minus y1 equals m. Slope we have already found out, x minus x1. So all these lines will come. This is x1, y1. This for the second one, this is x1, y1. For third one, this is x1, y1. This is question number 3. Find the equation of the medians of a triangle, the coordinates of whose vertices are -1, 6, -3, -9 and 5, -8. So equation of the medians we have to find out. What is median? Median is that line from the opposite vertex or from a vertex to the opposite sides which divide the opposite side into two equal parts. That is, if a line I drop, say it is -1, 6 and this point is -3, -9 or 5 or -8 and this is -3, -9. Either way you can take. Now median is, I'll tell you one of these. So when we have a line being drawn, there will be another line like this, there will be 3 lines like this, so they are going to be having common point. Now here A, B, C are there. Now this line which we are taking at say AD, now this D is going to divide line BC into two equal parts. So BD and DC are equal. So we have midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. So 5 minus 3 by 2 and then minus 9 minus 8 by 2. So what do you get? Minus this 1 and minus 17 by 2 will come. 1 and minus 17 by 2. So these are the midpoint. We just use the midpoint formula. Okay. Now, so we have to find out the equation of the line. Say this is D. So AD line we have to find out. So we have 2 points and we know how to find the slope. Y minus y1. Here let us take x1, y1 as -1 and 6. -1 and 6 I am taking it as x1, y1. So y minus y1 equals y2 minus y1 x by x2 minus x1 x minus x1. So this is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. So now y minus y1, y minus 6, x minus of -1, that is x plus 1. X plus 1 will come. And then we have y2 minus y1. Minus 17 by 2 minus 6. Minus 6 will come. And denominator we have 1 minus of -1, that is 1 plus 1, that is 2 will come. 1 minus of -1 will be 2. Now here we have this equation. We are going to solve. You have to do this 3 times because there are 2 more medians. Okay, I am just giving an idea of one of the median. So minus 17 by 2 minus 6 can be written as minus, take common, 17 by 2 plus 6. So we have 17 plus 12 by 2 and this is 29. Minus 29 by 2 will come. Minus 29 by 2. So put it here, minus 20, and you already have 2 in the denominator. So minus 29 by 4 will come. Minus 29 by 4. Minus is there and minus 29 by 4. Now x plus 1 is there. Now just cross multiply it. Multiply 4 with y minus 6. Multiply minus 29 with x plus 1. So we have 4y minus 24 equals minus 29x minus 29. Now take everything x and y on left hand side. Everything on the left hand side. So you'll get x as 29x, y as 4y and then 5. In this way you are going to find out the other equation. I hope you'll be able to do same thing. Midpoint you have to find out. This is the point and now you can make it the line. Midpoint of AB and then you can make a line through C, 5 minus 8. So just let me elaborate it so that when you solve it you don't find any trouble. So this is how we are going to go about it. Okay. Find the equation. This is question number 4. This is question number 4. Find the equations of the diagonals of the rectangle, the equations of whose sides are x equals a, x equals a dash, y equals b, and y equals b dash. Y equals b dash. So what we have to do here, first we'll make a rectangle through these lines. And when we find out the rectangle, we will find out the corner points or end points of the diagonal. And when we have the diagonal, when we have the 2 points for a diagonal, we can find out the equation. So there are two diagonals which are going to be made. XA, XA dash. We don't know A dash value. So just assume it. Say assume A is here, A dash is here. So x equals A will be this line, x equals A dash will be like this one line. Now we have B and B dash. Y equals B, Y equals B dash. Same thing. Assume it to be B here, assume this B dash to be here. Now make a straight line. Make a straight line. So we have 4 points. This is a rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the vertices of the rectangle, and the point is we have to take the intersection and then just mark it. AB, this will be, and this is A dash B, and this is going to be A B dash, and this is going to be A dash B dash. So now we have all the corner points, all the vertex or vertices of the rectangle. Now we have to find out this line, equation of this line and this line. These are actually the diagonal of this one. So let us find out the diagonal of one of these, and I hope you'll be able to do for the second one. So I'll just pick this diagonal, put it here to show you that this is AB dash and the lower one is A dash B, and we are going to find out the equation of this line. Now we know how to do this. Y minus y1 equals y2 minus y1 into x minus x1. This is what we are going to do. You can take this x1 y1, you can take this as x2 y2. Either you can just change it. You can take x1 y1 as 8b dash and x2 y2 as a dash b. It doesn't matter. Line will be same. Now I'll make the equation of this line. So y minus y1 equals y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 and x minus x1. x1 y1, we have this equation. This is one of the equation. This equation I am trying to find out, and same thing you are going to do for the second one also. So my y minus y1, we have y minus b equals x minus x1, which is x minus a dash, and then we have v dash minus b by a minus a dash. So multiply this, just multiply. I hope you will be able to solve it. Let me show you how to do this. Y minus b into a minus a dash, this y a minus a dash, b with a minus a dash, again b minus b dash with x, and b dash minus b with a dash. So x and y take on one side. We will take x and y on one side and the other constant terms on the right hand side. So take x b dash minus b x on left hand side and take minus b a minus a dash on the right hand side. When we open this, we have a dash b and a dash b which are in opposite sign. A dash b will get cancelled. Only a dash b minus ab will remain. So this is the equation of the line, and I hope that you will be able to find out this line. Okay. The second line also you are going to find out. I hope that there will be no trouble. Now question number 5. This is question number 5. Find the equation of the bisector of angle A of the triangle whose vertices are A, B, C, A, 4, 3. So let me make a triangle. Vertices are given 4, 3, A, 0, 0 as B, and 2, 3 as C. This is A, this is B, and this is C. Now here, angle A, when we bisect it, this angle are equal. The angle bisector is going to, we know there is one thing. The internal bisector AD of angle just BAC will divide it in the ratio AB is to AC. So what is the length of AB? What is the length of AC? It is going to divide. Okay. So we have to find out the length of AB and AC. Then we'll get the ratio of CD and DB. First, let us find out the length. We'll use the distance formula. We know distance formula y2 minus y1 whole square plus x2 minus x1 whole square under root. We have x1 y1, x2 y2 for both the cases, AC also and AB also. So let us take AB. AB is 4 minus 0 whole square. This is x1 y1 or x2 y2. Either way you can take. Now 4 minus 0 whole square plus 3 minus 0 whole square. Take this as x1. This will come as 4 square and 3 square, which is going to be 25 under root 25 is 5. Now coming to AC. We don't need BC length, okay? We only need AB and AC because the internal bisector is dividing the opposite side in the ratio of the sides containing the angle. So now we have 5 and 2 are the length. So this is 5 and this is 2. 5 is to 2. And AB, this is 5 is to 2. Now we know that this is 5, this is 2, this is 5, this is 2. You are going to write it here. Now we know that the point can be found out using the section formula. The section formula, if it is this is x1 y1 x2 y2, or you can take either way. You can take x1 y1 this one, x2 y2 this one. Now I'll use the m and n basically. M is 5, n is 2. So what is the point D, the x coordinate of point D? It will be m x1 plus n x2 by x1 plus x2. This is 5 into 2 plus 2 into 0. 2 into 0, and this into 0 by m plus n. It's not x1 plus x2, it is m plus 1. I'm so sorry. It's x1 plus x2, not x plus x2, but m plus n. So just there's a slight change in the formula. Okay, x1, it is not x1 by x1 plus x2, it is m plus n. Now m y1 plus n y2 by m plus n. No, it's not y1 plus y2. Again, you have to change it to m plus n. So there is a correction here. Now put the values down. So 2 into 0 plus 5 into 3 by 5 plus 2. This is going to be 15 by 7. 15 by 7. So we have these are the points. So these points are 10 by 7. Point D is 10 by 7 and 15 by 7. So now we have one end as 4, 3, the other end is 10 by 7 and 15 by 7. This take as x1, y1, this take as x2, y2. Now you know the formula, y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, x minus x1. X minus 3y plus 5 equals 0 is going to come. This is the equation. We have question number 6 here. Question number 6. Find the equation of the straight line which bisects the distance between the points AB, A dash B, and also bisects the distance between points AB, minus AB, and A dash, comma, minus B dash. Now, the only thing which we need to be cautious about in these questions is A dash A, they look same, B dash B, they look same. So there is always a problem of some confusion. So we have AB and A dash B, this is given. So there is a point which is bisecting it. There is a line which is bisecting it. So we can find out this line, A plus A dash by 2 and B plus B dash by 2. That is, we have used the midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. So B plus B dash by 2. This is the first point. Now coming to another line. Now here we have A dash minus AB and we have A dash minus B dash. So we have same thing, midpoint we have to find out. This line is also bisecting this line. So this point will be minus A plus A dash minus A plus A dash by 2. A dash minus A, let us write it as A dash minus A by 2. And we have B minus B dash by 2. Now we have a line which is bisecting these two. Now we have found out the points of bisection. Now we have to take these 2 points and find a line. This is your x1, y1 and this is your x2, y2. Okay. Now the line will be x1, y1 is this one, x2, y2 is this one. So y minus y1, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1 by x minus x1. So this will be y minus b plus b dash by 2 equals x minus a plus a dash by 2. And here, let me do it here. B minus b dash by 2 minus b plus b dash by 2, and in the denominator you have a dash minus a dash plus a, both divided by 2. Now we have 2, so let us take 2 as the LCM. So this will be b minus b dash minus b dash. So this b gets cancelled, you have minus 2b dash. And here minus b and plus b will cancel, minus b minus 2b dash by 2. Here we have a dash minus a dash minus a. Here you have a dash and a dash will get cancelled. Here b dash cancelled, minus 2b dash by 2. In the denominator you have a dash you can cancel. So this will be minus 2a by 2. So this minus 2, all these 2 will get cancelled. Minus also will get cancelled. Only b dash a will come. So you have already this x minus a plus a dash by 2. Now just multiply it. Multiply both sides by 2. 2y minus b dash equals b dash by a, and this would be 2x minus a dash minus a dash. Okay, so now just cross multiply it. Multiply this and multiply b dash here. So 2ay minus ab dash. Here you will get 2b dash x or 2x b dash minus b dash a and minus b dash a dash. So what is going to cancel? X and y you take on one side. 2ax and 2bx you have to take on one side. X and y, this term, we'll take it to one side, and constant term on the other side. Now when we take the constant term, you see ab dash are having the same sign, so they are going to cancel. This gets cancelled. So we have this ab take on the right hand side, so ab minus b dash a dash will come. So you have this line. This is the equation of the line. Question number 7. Now here, prove that the line y minus x plus 2 equals 0 divides the join of points 3, minus 1, 8, 9 in the ratio 2:3. So what you have to show is that we have a line with endpoints as 3, minus 1 and 8, 9. And if we make a line like this, so we have, I don't know how this line is coming. It can be in any orientation, y minus x plus 2 equals 0. And this is dividing this line into 2:3. We have to prove it. So we assume it that it is dividing it into k:1 ratio. And here, this point is lying on y minus x plus 2. So how to find this line? For that, we are going to apply the section formula. We know how the section formula works. We have kn1 as m and n. So let me write the formula, section formula, and this type of question is coming later also. So you have to be very careful and look very closely about this section formula. mx1 plus nx2 by m plus n, and y will be equal to my1 plus ny2 by m plus n. So here, in place of m you are going to place k. In place of n, you are going to put 1. k:1 we have already assumed it to be. x1 you are going to put 3. y1 you are going to put minus 1. x2 8 and y2 9. Now just put the value, x and y will come. These are the actually points P. And now these points you have to put, because it is lying, as I said, it is lying on y minus x plus 2. So this point, these location which we found just now, we have to put in this line. So we will put in place of y this one, and in place of x we are going to put this one, plus 2 equals 0. So this is k equals 2 by 3. That is k:1 is 2:3. This line y minus x plus 2 divides the line joined by 3, minus 1, 8, 9 in the ratio of 2:3. 2:3. So this k:1 is 2:3. Question number 8. Find the equations to the straight lines which go through the origin and trisect the portion of the straight line 3x plus y equals 12, which is intercepted between the axis of coordinates. So let me show you the diagram first. I'm going to make it. So the question here is, we have to find out there are straight lines in the question itself. It is being said multiple lines. So we have 2 lines actually, if you see here. Now it is also being said in the question, and these both line goes through origin. So we are taking one of the equation as say y equals m1x, y equals m2x. Now there is a proper line which is 3x plus y equals 12, which is intercepted between the axis of coordinate. So this is a line which we are talking about. This is a line. Now this is between the coordinate axis and these are two lines which are trisecting the original line, the 3x plus y equals 12. That means we have to find out the equation, and then we have to use some section formula, etc., and we have to find out the x and y intercept also. So this is our original line, 3x plus y equals 12. This is our original line. Then we have the line which is this one and this one. These two lines are trisecting this one portion, one portion, one portion. Three portions are there. So this line is dividing the whole line between x and y coordinates in ratio 1:2 because there are three parts. And the second line is dividing the same line in 2:1 ratio. दो भाग एक भाग, two portion and one portion. So first time we'll take this line. If we take the m as 1 and n as 2, I'll show you them differently, separately. So this is our line. Now it is 1:2. It is dividing 1:2. Now our second line, which is this one, which is the lower line, is dividing 3x plus y equals 12 as 2:1. Now here we have to take m as 1, n as 2. In this case we have to take m as 2 and n will be equal to 1. Now we 3x plus y equals 12 is between the coordinate axes, so we can find out the x, say x and y intercept. So put x equals to 0 and y equals to 0, you will get the point where it is intersecting the x and y coordinate axis. So x equals 0, y will be 12. Y equals 0, 3x is 12, x will be equal to 12 by 3. So 12 by 3 is 4. So 0, 12 and 4, 0. 0, 12 and 4, 0. So y axis is 0, 12. On x axis it will be 4, 0. Now we have the points also. You have these points. So let me write it here, 0, 12 and 4, 0. So first line, one line we are going to find out. Second line, I hope you will be able to do it by yourself. 0, 12, 4, 0 is known. M and n are known. So we can get this point. We can get this point. So a line which is passing through y equals mx plus c, if we talk about. Since there is no intercept, it is passing through origin. So there will be no c. It will be only y equals mx. And m is the only thing which we are interested in. Other things are known. Here also we have to, find out two m's. Let me say it is a capital M, because we shouldn't confuse with small m and n. So we have to find out the slope. Because 0, 0 is known, then we can always find out the slope. So if you see here, what is this? M, as I told you earlier, the section will be mx1 plus nx2 by m plus n, and then we have my1, the y coordinate will be my1 plus ny2 by m plus n, and here you will take m as 1 and n as 2. In the second line you will take m as 2 and n as 1, as I indicated earlier also. So what is the point here? 4 into 1 plus 0 into 2, I am using the formula, and m plus n, 2 plus 1, 3. Now we have 1 into 0 plus 2 into 12 by 3, m plus n. So this is 4 plus 0 by 3, 4 by 3. This is 0 plus 24 by 3. 24, 8 is 24, yes. Now here, this is the point, this is the line which I am talking about, the second one. So the coordinates are 4 by 3 and 8. And this point, which is the first one, is going to come as 8 by 3 and 4. Now this is the point. And this point also, 0, 0 we know. So let us find out the slope. We are only interested in slope, y2 minus y1 by x2 x minus x1. So 8 minus 0 by 4 by 3 minus 0. 8 by 4, 8 goes up. 4 divided by 4, 2. 2 into 3, 6. 6 is the slope of f. The m2 is 6. And if you say m1, and this is going to be this slope will come as 3 by 2. This also will come as 3 by 2. Same thing you have to do for the as I did previous one. Now what is the equation? Y equals mx, m into x, so 6x, and the other m is 3 by 2. So y equals 3 by 2x. These are the two lines we are interested in. This is question number 9. This is a NCERT question. In what ratio is the line joining the point 2, 3 and 4 minus 5 divided by the line passing through the point 6, 8 and minus 3, minus 2? So the scenario here is there is one line whose points are given, the other line whose points are given. The first line is 2, 3 and we have 4, minus 5. There is another line which is coming which is 6, 8 and minus 3, minus 2. Now this line is cutting or intersecting the original, let us say L1 and L2. So L2 is cutting L1 in some ratio. Let us assume k is to 1. So we'll find out this point, we'll find out this point, and then we will put this in this L2 equation. So better is to find out the equation of L2. First we will try to find out the equation of line L2. Then for that it is quite easy. Y minus y1, x1 y1 you take this one, x2 y2 this you can take. So y minus y1, x minus x1 is here, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So line equation will be 10x minus 9y plus 12 equals 0. Now this line equation we have found. This is L2 you assume it to be. Now L1, here we will find out this point of intersection where it is cutting. So as I told you, we already saw the formula, section formula. Let me write the final location. So 4 into 1, 4 into k plus 2 into 1 divided by k plus 1. Y will be 4k plus 2 by k plus 1 is the x coordinate. And this will be minus 5 into k plus 3 into 1 minus 5 into k plus 3 into 1, that will be 3, and plus 3 into 1 and divided by k plus 1. This is k plus 1. So what you are going to get? Minus 5k plus 3 by k plus 1. Now these 2 points you have to put it in the equation because it is lying there also. So 10 into in place of x you put this 4k plus 2 by k plus 1, minus 9 in place of y you are going to put minus 5k plus 3 by k plus 1 and plus 12 equals 0, and I am pretty sure that you are going to solve it, right? The solution is in front of you also. We have done it a number of times. So k will be minus 5 by 97. Now the thing here is it is negative. Negative means whenever there is say 2 by 3, so it is 2 by 3 ratio. I am giving an example. Now when you have k as some negative value, minus 5 by 97, that is it is not internally dividing, it is externally dividing. The L2 is dividing L1 externally. So there is an external division. It is not actually internally dividing. So these are the two portions which we are talking about, 5 and 97. Right? Negative always points to external division, dividing externally, minus 5 by 97. This is question number 10. The vertices of a quadrilateral are A, B, C, D. Find the equation of its diagonal. This you can do easily. I'll just give you an idea. So this is a quadrilateral, I don't know, it is rhombus, it is rectangle, I don't know. I'm just writing the points. Arbitrarily, I just wrote it. A is minus 2, 6, 1, 2, 10, 4, 7, 9, 7, 8. These are the 4 points we have. Now, we are going to find out the diagonal. So, if it is A, B, C, D, we have to find out the equation of AC. We have to find out the equation of DB. So, this you assume it to be x1, y1. This is x2, y2. Now, you use the formula directly. Y minus y1, x minus x1, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 by x2 x minus 1, x plus 6y minus 34 will come. Coming to DB, you take this as x1, y1, and it doesn't matter if you take this otherwise also, and this will be x2, y2. Again, use the formula y minus 2 equals 8 minus 2 by 7 minus 1, x minus 1, x minus y plus 1 equals 0 will come these two equations. Question number 11. Question number 11. Now the important thing here is, this is an NCERT question. The length in centimeters of a copper rod is a linear function of its Celsius temperature. In an experiment, if L is 124.942 when C is 20 and L becomes 125.134 when C becomes 110, express L in terms of C. So there is a linear equation, or these length and temperature are following each other as a linear equation, so there will be a line the x and y coordinate of these are making. So there are 2 points actually. This is a line and there are 2 points, and these 2 points are given in the question. So we have, if the temperature, the first coordinate, that is if temperature is 20, the length will be 125.134. So x coordinate is 20, y coordinate is 125.134. The second case, the other point will be, this is L C20, L 124.942. When C is 1110, the length will be 125.134. These are 2 points. So we have a relationship. That is, finally you have to find out the equation of the line. So in the place of x, you are going to put C. In place of y, you are going to put the length. In place of x, you see, in place of y, in the equation of line which we have already seen up till now, you have to use this L. So C is x and y will be L. This is very important in this question, to take which will be x and which will be y. So now when we have x and y coordinate, temperature and length. So L minus y minus y1. So L minus, this you take as x1, y1. This is as x2, y2. So L minus 124.942 equals, so this is x minus x1. So x minus, so C minus 20. Here you are going to take y2 minus y1, 134 minus 124.942 divided by this 110 minus 20, which is 90. 110 minus 20. So all these things are in front of you, just need to resolve it. This is the equation you are going to get. Okay, I hope you will be able to do this. There is a linear equation which was x and y, now it is L and C. In terms of L and C, this you will be able to do it. I'm sure you will be able to do it. The solution is in front of you. Question number 12. The owner of a milk store finds, okay, this is an NCERT question. The owner of a milk store finds that he can sell 980 liters milk each week at rupees 14 per liter and 1220 liters of milk each week at rupees 16 per liter. Assuming a linear relationship between the selling price and demand, how many liters could he sell weekly at rupees 17 per liter? Now let me explain it using a coordinate axis. Now the question is saying, if, let me divide the intervals what we want to have. So since it is 14, 16 and 17, so let us divide it in the division of 5, 10, 15, 20. Now if he is selling at 14 per liter, he is going to get 980. He can sell 980 liters. Let us divide this as 500, 1000 and 1500. So at 14 you are getting 980. At 14 you are going to get 980. So 980, just point it here. So this is 14 and 980. So this is the first point. Second point would be at 16 it will be 1, 2, 2, 0. So at 16 it will be somewhere here. Let us, it's andaza, it's just a point I'm taking. So for 16 it will be 1, 2, 2, 0. This is another point. So we get 2 points now. So we can have a line here. We will find how many liters could he sell weekly at rupees 17 per liter. So this is a linear equation, and what at 17? So we'll make a line y minus y1. Let me take this as x1 y1 and this as x2 y2. So we have y minus y1 equals y minus 980 equals 1, this x minus 14, x minus x1, x minus 14, and y2 minus y1 1220 minus 980 divided by x2 minus x1, so 16 minus 14. So this equation, I hope you'll be able to do it. Equation will be 120x minus y minus 700. Here, at 17 what will be, how much he can sell. So at y what will be the value if x is 17? Just put x as 17, try to find out the value of y. 120 into 17 minus y minus 700 is equals to 0. So y will be equals to 1340. This much of liter, the owner of the milk store can sell 1340 liters of the milk at 17 per liter. This is question number 13. Find the equation of the side BC of a triangle ABC whose vertices are minus 1, minus 2, 0, 1, 2, 0. Also find the equation of the median through minus 1, minus 2. So this question also we have done. We have done median, we have done the sides also. So A is this point, A is this point, B is this point, A is minus 1, minus 2, B is 0, 1, and C is 2, 0. First thing is equation of side BC. So equation of side BC is pretty easy. x1, y1, x2, y2 you know. So just take this as x1, y1 and take this as x2, y2. So y minus y1, y minus 1 equals y2 minus y1. So x minus x1, let me write it first. X minus 0. y2 minus y1, 0 minus 1 by this x2 minus x1, so 2 minus 0. So when we solve this, I hope you will be able to do it. The equation will be x plus 2y minus 2 equals 0. This is your equation. Now, we have to find out the equation of the median through minus 1 and minus 2. So median means a line from one vertex to the opposite side, and it divides the opposite side into two equal parts. So this is a midpoint formula we can use. We can find out this point. So 2 plus 0 by 2 it will be x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. So 0 plus 1 by 2. So you get 2 and this cancels 1 and you get half. 1 and half. This point is 1 and half. Now we have 2 points. A point minus 1 minus 2. Another point is 1 and half. So just make it a line. Y minus this as x1 y1. This as x2 y2. So you get y minus y1, that is y minus 1 minus 1, y plus 2 it will be. And you have x minus x1, x minus of minus 1, x plus 1. And y2 minus 1, that is half, minus of minus 1, that is half plus 2. And you have 1 minus of minus 1, so 1 plus 1. So this we are able to solve. 5x minus 4y minus 3 equals 0 is your equation. This is a final equation. I hope you'll be able to do it, right? Calculation we have already done. So I'm just telling you the logic and then finally the equation. Multiplication part I'm not taking. It will take a long time then to solve one question. This is question number 14. This is an NCERT question. By using the concept of equation of a line, prove that the 3 points minus 2, 8, 2 and 3, 0 are collinear. So previously we have done it. We took these 3 points, we assume it to be a vertices of a triangle and we prove the triangle area to be 0. This is how we have done it earlier. But here it is being said that we have to find it only using the concept of equation of a line. So these are 3 points. So we assume that this point, we say it to be A, this has B. I don't know which is A, which is B, is C. I'm just pointing it. A is minus 2, B is 8, 2, and C is 3, 0. So we'll make an equation and try to satisfy the third point on this equation. That means this line will come, this line will hold that third point. So these three ought to be collinear, same line, collinear at the same line. So let us make a line first, y minus of y 1, x minus or minus 2, x plus 2, y2 minus y1, so 2 minus 2 plus 2, and then we have 8 plus 2, so you get y plus 2. So the equation will be 2x minus 5, y minus 6. Now if this line, these 3 points are collinear, the third point should satisfy this equation. So just put 3, 0. 2 into 3 minus 5 into 0 minus 6 equals 0. So you have 2 into 3, 6. This will be 0. This will be 0 and minus 6. So 6 minus 6 is 0. So 0 equals 0. Left hand side equal to right hand side. This is what we wanted. Okay. So these are collinear. So this is all about this exercise. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.